became involved with The Walking Dead actually way back in 2005. I worked for Frank Darabont, and he told me about this comic book that he found in a comic book store. And as he was telling me the story, I remember saying, that's a television show. It just had all the great elements of a serialized drama. It kicked around for about 5 years before AMC finally was brave enough to say yes and actually put it on the air.
Hey, mister, you even know what's going on?
It was one of those things that hadn't been done before. It's also very unique in that it shoots almost entirely outside, especially back in the beginning. The entire first season, we didn't have any standing sets at all. I think we filmed on stages with things we had built maybe 3 or 4 days the entire season. So it sort of broke every rule of what television is supposed to look like. I think everybody recognized it was good, but I think they were afraid that this was going to be possibly an overly expensive show because of the makeup effects involved and the fact that we needed to be outside, the number of extras we would need, and that the audience wouldn't be there. It was a gamble. You know, we certainly couldn't say to anybody, oh, this is going to be a huge hit. We were just praying 5 people would watch. You know, it's hard to begrudge everybody who said no, but it is satisfying now to look back on it. The pilot is a unique pilot. It's almost entirely one character by himself. We're discovering this world through Rick's eyes. There's so many moments that are basically direct frames that you can lift from the comic books. You know, Rick looking down the hallways of the hospital and standing in front of the door with the "Don't Open, Dead Inside." Him riding into Atlanta on a horse. They're just these iconic images. It was just phenomenal to put that together because it's like taking your favorite book and making it real. And some of the moments you just sort of want to pinch yourself. My favorite walker will probably always be Bicycle Girl. She was one of the most obviously complex walker makeups that they did. It was her whole upper body, and she's scary, but she's also really, really sad. And it's a moment in the show when you realize, okay, these things are scary, but they used to be people. The fact that Rick takes the time to go back and find her and say to her, I'm sorry this happened to you, before he shoots her and puts her out of her misery, I think is such a core part of the humanity of the show.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
That whole first season, it just felt like this really cool summer camp that we all got to go to and run around Atlanta and dress people up as zombies. And it was this amazing dream come true of shooting this little project that didn't belong to anybody else yet. It was just ours. It was this cool thing that we got to make over the summer. And maybe nobody would watch it, maybe nobody would care, and maybe we'd never get to come back and do another one. So we had just a lot of fun with it and a lot of enthusiasm for the absurdity of what we were doing in so many ways. It was a blast. We had the best time.
Booyah!